that my video is gonna mess up and somebody's gonna try to stop my video. It's showing some type of practice mode on the underneath the live button. I don't know if that's happening for anybody else or if that's some type of new feature now, but I remember that being on TikTok, not on YouTube. So something's going on with my YouTube app. Somebody's doing something to my YouTube app. I just heard mirroring. I feel like somebody's mirroring my YouTube app on TikTok. I don't know if that's possible. So this is just a random plucking energy. You already know, take over the rest behind. Don't make anything stick. It's gonna make it sick, collective. But this might be a short reading because I already have a feeling somebody's gonna come in and fuck with this shit anyway. And I'm not gonna frustrate myself. So I'm gonna bang the bell to block and rebuke all hexes, curses, and spells out of my face, out of my place, and out of my face, including yours. So we're gonna get right to it. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light attribute only, please provide me with insight for the collective. Hmm. What does the collective need to know? You got a cousin, father, a cousin and their father that's stalking you. Is their daughter, a karmic soulmate. Is your man attacker, aunt in the reverse. You got a cousin father, or a cousin and their father, a cousin father stalking, catfishing you, and their daughter is a karmic soulmate, hitman attacker, aunt. You got an uncle and aunt, cousin energy. So you have your uncle and your aunt and a cousin attacking you. Collective. They're your enemy over a true love. They're attacking you over a true love. Spiritual cultist aunt is your enemy. Confirmation. All right, we already got one watcher. Let's see how fast my video gets messed up. So collective, you got a cousin that could be a father figure, a cousin father figure that's stalking and catfishing you with their daughter and their karmic soulmate that's a hitman attacker, and an aunt that's a spiritual cultist, and they're your enemies. This is the energy that's on the table, collective. A cousin and their daughter. Karmic soulmate and an aunt. They're rebelling and challenging authority, collective. These people are rebelling and challenging authority, which is God. Yeah, time magic. They're trying to do something with time. Stop time, slow time. They're wasting time. Yeah, they were trying to make you look bad in the public eye. So they were rebelling and challenging authority, doing something with time magic, trying to make you look bad in the public. Something's lost but not forgotten. So whatever you was going through, collective, might have been lost. You know, nobody was paying a mind to it. Nobody believed you. No, I'm getting nobody was really paying mind to it. But it was not forgotten. Whatever you were saying, whatever you was going through. Yeah, they feeling the pressure now and the walls is caving in. So them rebelling and challenging authority, them trying to make you look bad in the public, got them the walls caving in on them now. Yeah, this person could have breathing problems because they put you in some type of communal trial, an experimental study that involved an entire community or part of an organization. So they were out here experimenting on you like a lab rat. They're under judgment. These people are under judgment for trying to make you look bad in the public eye, collective. Somebody's flying home. Somebody could be trying to run. Somebody could be trying to plane to go. A healer, lost but not forgotten, flying home. They feeling the pressure in the walls caving in, so they had you in some type of experimental study. Something was lost but not forgotten. Whatever this study was, whatever this thing that they were doing to you was not forgotten. And they were trying to make you look bad in the public on doing this. You could be a healer that they was trying to look bad. It says, let sleeping dogs lay, they doomed. These people are doomed. I mean, I would think. They doomed, collective. They're a bunch of lowlives. A bunch of lowlives that were coming for you. Checkmate. They just been checkmate. They were trying to take you out in your sleep, unaliving. So they were trying to make you look bad in the public. They were trying to unalive you in your sleep. Collective. They're saying that you pay for play, that you're easy lay. And then they were sitting there and saying that you a whole collective. On top of that, not endings is happening for these people. For being all up in your business and being nosy. Yeah, they dealing with a lot of unhealed trauma. And you're running laps around these karmics. So you're running laps around these karmics, collective. People that had you in some type of experimental study, now they're under judgment and endings is happening. You were a healer and they were trying to make a healer look bad in the public eye. Thought that they could make you vulnerable. Somebody thought that they could make you vulnerable and they just been checkmate. This cousin, father energy, their daughter, a karmic soulmate, and an aunt energy thought they could make you vulnerable and they can't do shit. You carry Mulan energy. Like I said, they thought they could make you vulnerable and you're not. You carry Mulan energy. You're a warrior. You will put on that masculine energy and stand in war if you have to. They lost in the fog, collective. So they didn't realize that you were a whole warrior. Yeah, sleeping with the higher ups. Motherfuckers are sleeping with the higher ups just to get something done. Endings is happening now. People lost respect. They lost all respect for this person or these people. Trying to close all roads, gates, paths, and block your way. So people lost respect for them because they were trying to close your path, block your way. But they don't got no magic. They don't got no magic. Hey, hey, hey. They don't got no magic, collective. And they thought that they could make you vulnerable, but you're a whole fucking warrior. Fairy magic. Somebody could have been doing some fucking fairy magic. They was messing with the fae. The fae making negotiations. They were messing with the fae, trying to make negotiations with the fairies. The fairies are tricksters. Yeah, they were too busy running lies to see their downfall. Fairies are trickster energies. Mischievous, playful energies. They're not good or bad. Depends on it depends. So they're calling on fairy magic. They're calling on the fae. I feel somebody doing something to me now. I feel somebody trying to send me an attack now to my heart. Somebody's attacking my heart right now. They're sending an attack to my heart. I feel my booby is being poked. Somebody's poking on a voodoo doll. They're doing something to a voodoo doll. My left titty feel like it's being poked. I don't know why y'all try. They bit the hand that fed them. Yeah, God. They feeling the pressure because they bit the hand that fed them. God. And they were snitched on anonymous tip. There was an anonymous tip about this experimental study and then them trying to unalive you in your sleep. There's in childhood energy. This could be somebody from your childhood that was out here saying that you pay for play, that you're easy lay. They actually talking about themselves. Whoever's out here saying that you an easy lay and that you pay for play is because they actually out here spreading their legs and giving it up to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay? Hey. So the one that's out here saying that you an easy lay, the one that's out here saying that you a whore, the Lord, the one that's out here saying that you easy, is because that person is easy. They give it up to anybody and everybody. Let's keep it real. We already know how gossip goes. The one spreading the gossip is the one that's actually in that energy. Everybody knows this already. I don't know why everybody makes it seem like they don't know. Everybody got TV, right? Art imitates life. In TV shows, every time the person that's running the rumor is the person that's dealing with the shit that they're talking about. It's called projection. This ain't nothing new, and we never seen it on TV before. Everybody knows the person that got somebody else's name in the mouth is the person that's actually going through the problems or the one that's actually doing it. It's the real enemy. We all know this. But you know, people lack common sense. Not everybody got common sense. Yeah, they sacrifice people and animals for money. That's why endings is happening. They were on a journey to Nowhereville. All up in your business. Collective. A brother not related. So they got brother energy. They try to set you up. Somebody's brother, your brother, their brother, somebody's brother try to set you up. Yours or someone else's. In your vicinity, lives around you. This is somebody's brother that lives around you in your vicinity. Someone's brother that lives in your vicinity, 155, and I see 1221. I woke up to that. I didn't wake up to that, but I keep seeing 1221. And now I see 155. So something is being mirrored back. And this brother keeps coming out. This brother energy that lives in your vicinity keeps coming out, collective. Somebody brother that lives around you was trying to set you up. They wanted to, we got 3 cards out here. Okay. Another one coming out. Okay. They wanted to join the hate crowd. So they wanted to join the hate crowd. Now they lost in the fog. The masks have cracked and are falling off the hidden enemies. So they wanted to join the hate crowd, but now the masks have cracked. They didn't realize the strength you carry, and they didn't realize the strength you carry. They were on a journey to Nowhereville, and it's been made a public display of them trying to close your roads and block your way. This brother energy that got no magic. Yes, spiritual sexual abuse, rape. They were spiritually raping you, collective. Somebody brother that's a low life that live in your vicinity was out here spiritually raping you. That's why they're going to get gangrene on their dick. They're going to get HIV, AIDS, and going to die. If you out here doing sex magic on somebody, you going to get sick and die. I woke up this morning. Literally, the first thing that came out my mouth was, if anybody doing spell work on me or any sex magic on me is going to die. I don't care how you feel about that. I'm not going to sugarcoat or filter myself for a fucking app. Motherfuckers out here spiritually raping people are going to die. You're a spiritual rapist. Just because you're a spiritual rapist, it says spiritual in the beginning of it, it doesn't mean you are still labeled a rapist. Physically and spiritually, you are a rapist. Because you probably do rape people in real life. This is probably not only spiritual, you probably do touch on people in real life. If you do it spiritually, that means you do it physically. You're a rapist. And now everybody's gonna know that you're a fucking rapist. Spiritual or physical, it don't even matter. Everybody's gonna know the nasty, sadistic shit that you do and how you get down. And you got a cousin that's a father, or a cousin and a father, or this cousin, a father figure, their daughter that's stalking and catfishing you, a karmic soulmate that's a hitman attacker, and an aunt that's a spiritual cultist, and these people are your enemies, and a brother that's not related to you that lives in your vicinity and lives around you. Trying to set you up. And now it's been a public display. Ooh, somebody's in my energy. Yep, and there they go and they leave. October, something about October. This could be a Libra or a Scorpio. This could be a Libra or Scorpio, or something's happened in October, or something's going to happen in October. It says you have a healing spirit within or around you, collective. And they being cut off, snip, cut, or they were trying to cut you off from your healing spirit around, in you and around you. This is a copy, paste, and post show. This is a copycat. Of course it's a copycat. Troll ass motherfuckers. Yeah, related to you by marriage. This is a copy, paste, and post troll that's related to you by marriage. Sonic boom. There's about to be a street fight. Fight that's happening, collective. In the present moment, presently, fight that's happening in this present time. They having sleepless nights and restless days. They can't sleep, baby. Because pay for play, they paid to play. Pay for play. They were paid to play long. Related to you by marriage, was paid to play. They were paid to come for you, collective. Now they out here trying to make negotiations with the fae, with the fairies. But they're too busy running west to see their own downfall, and they bit the hand that fed them. Maybe they could have been using fairy magic. Maybe they was using the fae. Maybe the fae was helping them, but it ain't helping them no more. So they were using the fae to help them. The fae ain't helping them no more. Whatever energies and entities that they were using, they're not being helped no more by these energies or entities. They bit the hand that fed them. Because they want to be in a childhood energy. So, collective, it's been made a public display about this copy, paste, and post troll. That they were on a journey to Nowhereville. Everybody knows that they out here sacrificing people and animals for money. Everybody knows that they were out here trying to block your way and your path. They thought that they could make you vulnerable, and they didn't realize the strength that you carry. They didn't realize that you were a whole Mulan warrior energy, and they try to set up a whole Mulan warrior energy. And somebody snitched on them. There was an anonymous tip. Somebody told them about this freaking experimental study that they were doing on you with a group of people or an organization or your community. And motherfuckers were out here being sadistic and sexually, spiritually raping you. And now they are on the judgment. They probably could have been trying to get this done for real. They were saying that you were paid for play, that you easily. Somebody was putting your life in danger. Somebody was putting your life in danger. You know how many sick, sadistic motherfuckers is out here in this street? And you out here lying on a person's name saying they're easy lay? You know how many sickos is out here in this street? So you wanted somebody to get snatched up and caught up and graped? That what you wanted? You wanted somebody to get snatched up and graped from your lies? That's why your mama, your cousin, your sister, your baby sister, your auntie, that's why they might get snatched up and raped. All the women in your family might just get snatched up and raped because you sending out energy for somebody to get raped. I don't even know why I'm saying it when I already said spiritual rapist. So because you sending that energy out, For a motherfucker to get caught up, snatched up, and molested, stuck in traffic, if you get what I mean, that's why that's going to happen to you and yours. Motherfuckers is going to go missing in your family. Feminine energies are going to go missing in your motherfucking family, since you like to put feminine energies in danger. Since you like to lie on feminine energies, bodies, coven. Since you like to lie on the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy, that dark don't want anything to do with you. You about to get raided. Yeah, the mother side of somebody's mother side of the family. Poisoning. Fear of risk. Somebody needs to step forward, but they being stubborn. A remorse. An old school friend has remorse because they're going through the wrath of God for all this miscommunication. They being publicly embarrassed right now for twisting stories, twisted stories. A kid could have run away. Somebody's kid could have run away. Their kid could have run away. They're running out of money. This coven is about to be an execution. Yeah, they trying to change plans, but they still getting exposed with the miscommunication. They saying that you pay for play. They were saying that you pay for play, collective. They don't like that you're at peace. And they were being naughty by nature. They got health issues because they being naughty by nature, trying to spiritually rape you. So they being spiritual rapists, and now that's their now they sick 22, 22, and then I see 77. So definitely angel numbers and repeating numbers. They all about to meet the coroner, collective, because the dark don't want anything to do with these fools. They being devoured. The devil don't want nothing to do with them anymore. They got shallow Hal, got no more pals. The devil don't want nothing to do with them no more. Sabotage. They were trying to sabotage you, collective. Now they being devoured. They were out here trying to make the bargains and deals, but they can't because you're a triple threat. They being haunted, collective. They being haunted. They put you in a freezer. But the spirit guides is here. They put you in the freezer to have your spirit guides in the reverse. They were attacking your solar chakra. Their faith was tested. And the devilish deeds will bring them karma. And they got an attitude because they're getting karma. Someone feels like their heart is being in sync and torn apart because you have archangel protection. And someone was trying to set the record straight about these crown chakra attacks. Yeah, an organization. They intimidate. Organization is intimidated by your supernaturalness, collective. And your hidden path and purpose, your ancestral magic. They think that they were too legit to quit. They're biting prejudice, negative assumptions. They're running out of money. They don't have no ancestral magic. You have archangel protection, and there's about to be a raid. They're entrapped. They're ungodly. They were doing graveyard magic. They're under a black cloud. Again, they think they were too legit to quit, and they cannot sweet talk the devil anymore with offers. Yeah, if you work with or used to work with, if they don't confess, their life will be a mess, and they stressed. They locked up behind bars. They going outside. They imagining their own ending and funeral. As seen on TV, they were so desperate to win. They married for money. They were being karmic pests. Measures are being taken on these circus clowns that are having a midlife crisis because they're unfulfilled goals. Someone ass is on fire and they get the nervous shits. They got an upset stomach. They lacking common sense. Right here. This Brady Bunch gang and a combined family. They were saying that you pay for play, that you're an easy lay, and they the ones that were sleeping with the higher ups to get their way. And this is happening for this fire starter, a false prophet that's being put into spiritual coma for the spiritual sexual abuse, confirmation, a cousin that's not related to you. This is a cousin energy, somebody's cousin that they're being looked into for being naughty by nature. Another indictment charge is piling up, and somebody's breath stink from all the lies that they told. Again, they just been checkmate, and the mask have cracked off this hidden enemy. This is somebody that lives in your current home or work community. They being destroyed. That money that they thought they were getting, they're not getting a dime. They lost all their power. The one-trick pony ran out of tricks, and now they sick. They don't know what's going to happen. The wild card. They try to make you a third-degree victim. Try to set you up for money fraud. A wild witch that no longer has their power. They're being demoted. You get injustice, collective. And these people shall perish. I'm going to leave it there. They will perish. You get injustice, collective. And there's nothing they can do about it. You already know, only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick because it's going to make you sick. This is one of those short readings, collective. I'm not going to be making them long readings no more unless it happens. But yeah, that was a message, collective. Only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick. It's going to make you sick. And if you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me if this reading resonated with your energy, collective. On that note, they failed their mission. They failed their mission. So they can't accomplish what they want. 11-7, 7-11. Again, I saw those numbers when I started the reading. I saw 11-11 when I started the reading. Earlier last night with the 11-11, 12-21. I saw as I looked up at the timer. So I saw 11-11, 12-21, 7-11 backwards, 1-5-5, 22-22 are the numbers that I've seen throughout this reading. Those could signify something for you, collective. But anyway, let me get out of here. I'll be back with another reading a little bit later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Sunday, collective. And stay prayed up, stay protected, and stay productive. Peace out.